Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Natasha. If it is your first time here, today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my everyday winter skincare and easy makeup routine. So if you're interested in this video, just keep watching. Now close your eyes. Do you guys like my new December background? I just think it's so fun. I didn't want to go like too Christmassy, so I decided to go more like glitz, glam, New Year's Eve type of a vibe, and I love it. It's so fun. I keep looking at it. It honestly is even making like my office feel more fun, so I love it. Let's just get into today's look. Like I said, this is like my everyday winter look. This is pretty much, you know, what I throw on every day if I'm wanting to wear makeup and make myself feel a little bit more presentable, but I'm not wanting to do like a full smoky eye or a full anything. This is what I do. So let's first start with skincare. I'm going to go in with an eye cream first, and this guy right here I have been obsessed with. This is the Used to the People Dream Eye Cream. Now, you guys know that my favorite eye cream of all time is the Ole Henriksen eye cream, but I bought this during the Sephora VIB sale, and I have been using it non-stop. It is so nice. It's really thick, but it is super hydrating on the under eyes. I've been really enjoying it. It hasn't irritated my eyes at all. Makeup layers really nicely on it. And I really do feel like it has been really hydrating my under eyes. So in the winter, I take it like way easy on my skin, mainly because my skin is always so dry. Usually right like in this area, it just like flakes and peels and just is like really irritated and hurts. So in the wintertime, I really try to just focus on hydration. So what I'm going to go in with next is this serum right here from The Ordinary. This is the hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5 serum. Now, this is amazing. This is my second bottle I've gone through with this. It's super affordable. You can get it at Ulta. I think you can get it at like Walgreens now too, and Target. Like I've been seeing The Ordinary popping up all over the place, and I have been really liking this hyaluronic acid. So I'm just going to put that all over my face and my neck. I do already have my brows on because I'm a maniac. Let that kind of absorb for a second, and then I'm going to go over the top of that with this moisturizer here from Used to the People. This is the Apigen Deep Moisture Cream with ashwagandha and reishi pentapeptide. So it has mushrooms in it. It's a really nice deep hydration cream. It's really just about hydrating. It works really well on sensitive skin as well. Used to the People is just one of those brands that I think is just so nice for any skin type. And I'm gonna layer this on kind of thick. My face is feeling tight. It feels really good to put moisturizer on. So that's it for my daytime skincare. Sometimes I like to take something like, oh, dropping stuff all over the place. Sometimes I like to take something like this right here. This is the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Setting Mist. And this is like a set, refresh, hydrate, you know, one of those all of the above mists. And I like to just give my face an extra little spritz. I really like this Rare Beauty mist. I like it more for like a skincare aspect than for makeup. I think it smells really good. It has like a very spa feeling to it, and it just adds like a nice, just a little hydration mist to your face. So I'll go in with that when I'm feeling a little extra. So like I said, brows are already on. I just use the Milk Makeup Kush Fiber Brow Gel. I'm obsessed with this, and honestly lately I cannot find myself to use a brow pencil unless I'm doing like a smoky eye or something. Like this is just so much quicker and easier for me that I just been throwing on this tinted brow gel. So I went in with that. Next, I'm going to go in and prime, and this is the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer Base. So this guy actually, I use it as a primer, but I don't really think it like does anything primer wise. Like it doesn't make your makeup last longer. It's not filling in pores, nothing like that. This just adds hydration and a glow to your face because it does have kind of like a pearlized effect to it. It's not really glittery. It's not really shimmery. I would definitely describe it as like a pearl effect. It really just adds a nice glow to my skin. And this is the mini size, and I have been using this for a hot minute, and I still got quite a bit. So if you're interested in this, go ahead and use the mini size. And I'm going to take this on an e.l.f. domed stippling brush, about a pump and a half. And just put that all over my face and on my neck. You can see as I'm putting this on, like it really just adds a nice glow to the skin, which is always, always what I'm looking for. I have like my other hand just like holded. I'm like holding just my other hand up like this right now. My camera is having serious focusing issues lately. I don't know why. Like when I'm looking to the monitor, the focus has like a square box, you know, and it's around my face, and I feel like it keeps going in and out of focus, but who knows? Okay, so I just really have been loving the way that that Rare Beauty primer is just making my skin look so hydrated and glowy because my skin is so dry right now. I love using products that give it the illusion of it being super plump and hydrated. So after that primer, I'm going to go in with a cream bronzer. You guys already know the Fenty Cheeks Out. Every time I open this and I look at it, it just makes me want to use it more because of the fact that I hit pan on it. Now I'm like, ooh, I want to use the whole thing up. I don't know what it is, but I've been just like so anti-foundation lately for the past 6 months, probably just because we've all kind of been stuck at home. So I've just been going in with bronzer and concealer and like being like whatever to foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and bronze the spots with this. I've said this a million times and I'll say it again. Best cream bronzer ever. Best cream bronzer on the market. Best cream bronzer I've ever used. It's just amazing. Alright, so now that we're done with that, let's move on to some concealer. I'm actually going to go into 2 different concealers today. I'm going to take this UMOA Beauty Stay Woke concealer all over my face, and then I'm going to go in with my tried and true Kosas concealer under the eyes. So first let's go in with this UMOA concealer. I really do love this concealer. I just don't have like the best shade to also hit my under eyes with. And honestly, I'm basically just using this concealer as if it was foundation. And I'm going to blend that out with the e.l.f. blending buffing brush. e.l.f. brushes are so good. Like if you are really needing brushes or if you're wanting just to get some affordable brushes, e.l.f. brushes are where it's at. Preferably the ones with the black handles. They have ones with white handles, which are like the super cheap brushes that are like $1, $2. And then they have the ones with the black handles that go from like $3 to $10. And these ones are definitely where it's at. Ryan Little. Then let's hit that in this nose area. A little bit on the cheek. I love this backdrop. I keep staring at it. I really do like it. Then we'll hit the forehead. Alright, next let's hit the under eyes with the Kosas Revealer Concealer. This is something that's happened. This is my second tube. On both of them is like this top part has like broken off, and I didn't drop this one. Like the last one I dropped and I was like, oh, that's why it broke off. And this one I have not dropped and the top broke off again. Like that's so weird. I don't know why that happened to me for both, but I'm still really loving this concealer, especially on my under eyes. It's just so lightweight and hydrating. It just feels so nice. And I'm going to blend that out using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge. You guys, when I'm telling you the e.l.f. makes great brushes and tools, I mean it. I love this sponge. I love this sponge more than a beauty blender, and it's 1/8 of the price. And then I'm going to set just my under eyes because my face has been so dry lately. I haven't really been setting anything except for my under eyes. And I'm just going in with this e.l.f. powder right here. This is from their Beautifully Bare line. So it is a really lightweight powder. And this is in the shade Fair to Light. And going in with a IT Cosmetics blending brush. I love using an eyeshadow brush to set my under eyes because I feel like it just perfectly gets in there. And then just a tiny bit on the eyelid so it doesn't get all creasy. And then to bronze up the skin, I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Powder Bronzer. This is the Sun Stalk'r bronzer, and this is in the shade Shady Biz. This is a nice warm matte bronzer in with this Real Techniques light layer powder brush. And no matter the time of the year, I always do a kind of a heavy bronze. And then I'm going to go very lightly over the top of that with this Flower Beauty Heat Wave Luminous Bronzer. I completely broke my lid off of it. Just because this is a matte bronzer, I like to add a little bit of like glow and luminosity to my cheeks. I'm going to go in very lightly with this guy with this Eco Tools Sheer Blush Brush. And just lightly over everywhere I bronzed, mainly just to add a little bit of luminosity into the cheeks. Moving on to blush. In the wintertime, I really like to have that like super flushed cheeks, as if I've been like out in the cold and then you come back in and you know your cheeks are super rosy and super pink. Kind of because like every time I do go outside, my cheeks get super rosy and super pink from being cold, but I just think that is such a cute winter look. So I'm going to go in with the Fenty, lots of Fenty today. I'm telling you guys, Fenty just makes great products. This is the Cream Cheeks Out blush in the shade Petal Poppin', which is a really nice neutrally pink shade. And then I'm going to go right over the top of that with this Bare Minerals Gen Nude blush in the shade Pink Me Up, which is a nice pinky shade to go on top of that. So going in with the Real Techniques Light Layer Blush Brush into the Fenty Cream. And I'm taking that all over my cheeks, up into the temple area. And over the nose as well. And then I'm going to use this Luxie tapered highlighting brush to go in with the powder blush. I just really like the shape of this brush, and I think it helps apply the blush really pretty. And I always go in really heavy with blush because it just fades. Like within an hour, it's going to hardly look like you got blush on anyways. And then let's hit the face with a little bit of highlighter. I'm going to go in with this Pixi Glowy Powder Creamy Gold Highlighter. This is a powdered highlighter, but it does have kind of like a soft touch, almost like a Super Shock formula to it, but not quite. It's a really pretty drugstore highlighter. And for the eyes, this step just kind of depends on how much of a rush I'm in or how lazy I'm feeling. So if I'm feeling like in a rush or super lazy, what I'll do is I'll just take the bronzer and the blush that I used, put them on a crease brush, and real quickly put that all over the lid, all over the crease. Call it a day. It kind of all just monochrome blends together. If I have a little bit more time, I do something very similar with some matte shadows, but I'll just go into whatever palette I'm liking at the time. I'm going to use this one today. This is the Robbie D. Christie At Forest Sight palette. And I'm going to go in with this shade right here in Old Growth and this top shade over here in Puffball. It's a nice mauve nude pink with a neutral brown shade, and I'm just going to tap back and forth with this Sephora Pro crease brush, and then I'm going to take that really quick, not really like messy, but also not very precise, just all over the lid and in the crease, just to add like a little bit of color to the eye. See how that adds like just a little bit? It's not too much, but it does kind of do something. It brings a little life, it brings a little something to the eyes. And it's super quick because you don't have to be crazy precise. You're using one or two matte shades, so you don't really have to worry about it being patchy or being weird. And most of the time I do just take the blush and run a little bit of that on the eyelid as well, just because I really like when everything kind of melds and blends together. And then we're going to run all of those same shades just right with that same brush on the lower lash line. Just enough to give it a little bit of definition. And then I'm going to take, this is something that I have just recently been doing in the past couple weeks, is I'm going to go in with this nude eyeliner. This is from Makeup by Mario, and this is the Master Matte's Brightening Pencil in the shade Light 1, and I'm just going to line my bottom waterline with this. So you can see here when I look just straight on, I have the liner on this eye and not this eye. It doesn't do a whole lot, but it does kind of clean up and brighten a tiny bit there, which is what I'm looking for. Cute. Let's set the brows with a little bit of clear brow gel. And then I'm going to set the face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And I'm going to pop off camera to throw on my mascara. I'm going to go in with this Tarte Big Ego mascara. Now, you'll see when I come back, this mascara isn't really a mascara that's going to add like a whole lot of volume, a whole lot of length. This is really just kind of a light, I want to tint my lashes, make them look like there's a little bit more there than there is everyday easygoing mascara. So I'll be right back. I'm going to throw this bad boy on. Okay, we're back and the mascara is on. Like I said, that mascara doesn't go too hard. It just adds a little bit, which is what I'm looking for in like my everyday easy makeup. So lastly, let's finish up the look with a lip. I have really been liking the Pat McGrath lip liners. These are so expensive and they are really great, but there is other affordable lip liners you can use, but I've just been stuck on this one. And then for lipstick, I'm going to go in with this BUXOM Full Force lipstick in Supermodel. This is from their 90s nude collection, and I have been really loving these shades. So I'm going to go in with Supermodel, which is kind of a more rosy, muted nude color. Normally I don't love colors like this, but this one I just have been really liking. Just really pretty, and I find that it suits my natural lip color really well. And I'm going to top that with a tiny bit of gloss. This is the Luxe lip gloss from the Robbie D. Christie at Foresight collection, and this is in the shade Wildflower. This is a really thick gloss, so it's kind of hard to pull out of the thing too. So I only want to get a tiny bit on there. God, these glosses smell so good. Okay, bring the hair down. I feel like my hair, I washed my hair last night and I did a hair mask, but it's still feeling kind of dry, so I'm going to just quickly add a little bit of this Olaplex No. 7 bonding oil in. Just do like a couple drops. Alright, and that's it. This is the finished look for my everyday, easy, winter, dry skin makeup look, plus a little bit of skincare thrown in at the beginning there. Let me know in the comments down below any winter dry skin must-haves that you know about. Please let me know. My skin is so dry right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to my channel. I post here every Tuesday and Friday, and for the month of December I will be posting every Saturday as well, so keep an eye out for those. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!